Yo, walk, walk. Tis your boy, Jeton, Legendary, and we have ourselves a Cyberpunk photo session Y2K Part 2. Okay. This time around, we got OGV, Country V, and Samoan V. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, Samoan V was definitely the star of today's show. Hence why she's the one in the thumbnail. That outfit I put together was just too nice. She rocked it too well. Okay. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, share with people join the Legendary Clan Sports and become legendary. I upload all things photography and cinematics, virtual, real life, and sometimes AI. With that being said, make sure you check out Instagram. That's where I post most of these photos, and Deviant, that's the stuff that's just a little too much for Instagram, but never too much now. Don't go over there expecting madness. With that being said, let's go. Alrighty. As said in the intro, we got Y2K Part 2 here. It's summer theme, you know, so I feel like Y2K would be perfect. I want to do something out here, but I don't know where, because these buildings are so dang tall, so I'm not sure how the lighting is going to look. Oh, this look kind of crazy. I didn't even see this right here. Sir, can you go somewhere else, please? I know you was here first, but, you know what I mean, kind of swagged up, I ain't gonna lie, my boy. The shoes. He looked stressed. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he, like... analyzing random NPCs. I've never seen that NPC before. He looked different from everybody else. Is he a special person?
Out of my sight, you disgust me.
Oh, shoot, sir. Man, shoot, dude. Oh, wait, hold on. Check the fit. You know what I'm saying? But this man talking crazy right now. Hold on, man. Dude, she ain't got no good looking gun. Look. He lucky, because I ain't got no good looking guns. He looks stressed out though, you know what I mean? Yeah. But anyways, yeah, you see, time frame we should have this in. Where's the sun direction at, as a matter of fact? Okay, looks like it's behind one of these buildings. Which means we would have to make it dumb early. Where the heck are these people coming from? In order to, don't I have traffic off? Why are there people popping up? Yo, these fools over here kind of swaggy, I ain't gonna lie. What the heck is he wearing? Boy, swagged up. He looked like my dang... Y'all remember a game back in the day called Division? The Division? The original one, not number 2. I never played that one. The original one. That fool looked like my dang character. They swagged up over here. What the fuck? I rarely ever actually come over here, so I don't be seeing these people. What is he talking about? Okay, so we don't get no direct sunlight anywhere. It's up there. Oh. It's up there, wherever the heck that is. That's way up, so... yeah, that's beyond that right there. See that right there? That's that. So, way too far up. But I mean, it looked good, so... good use this spot. It is beautiful over here. It is beautiful. So for this one, I'm gonna be using, I'm sure I'll say it in the intro because, you know, I always do the intro after I record. So I really know what the heck I'm doing. We got OGV, and then I'm probably gonna use, because for the last one I used Indonesian V, I used Louisiana V, and what else did I use for that one? I do not remember. It was a long time ago, but for this one, we're gonna switch it up a bit, you know what I mean? We got OGV, you know what I mean? Check the fish. She got the white Air Forces, because Air Forces were huge in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? Man, hold up. So you just gonna watch this much of the video, and you not even gonna subscribe? Nah, don't wave to them. They ain't even hit the subscribe button. Come on now, hit that subscribe button. What the fuck? In the early 2000s. So boom, got the white forces on. Then the chinos, because this is the West Coast. You know, us West Coast folks been rocking the chinos / khakis forever now. Okay. right? And then the very early 2000s style top with the choker, okay? And then she got the dark brown lipstick, like the Cholita lipstick, you know what I mean? With the white frames, come on, man. And then, of course, some jewelry, because, you know, jewelry is jewelry. There is no direct time. I just recently made some stuff that look like this. Turquoise style stuff. This one got long nails. She is not supposed to have long nails. As a melee character, long nails, your character would not and should not have long nails. Can't fight nobody with long nails, you know what I'm saying? I have to change that. I don't remember ever giving her long nails, but I probably did at some point for maybe one of these photo scenes. And kind of forgot. You ain't punching nothing with long nails. Good way to pierce your own hands. Or shove them back into your fingers. Oof. That's horrible. That is what would happen. Having long nails and trying to fight somebody. A good squared punch will hurt them just as much as will hurt you just as much as it'll hurt them, you know? Them long nails. Alright, let's see here. Got ourselves the Y2K Part 2. I'm not sure who I'm gonna use. I'm thinking OG. Or not, wait, I said OG. From here right now. I'm thinking Country VF this. You would look flying some early 2000s style stuff. I got a lot of it too. Then I'll probably do maybe a character who would be of the age. Don't know. Well, maybe. Cause yeah, it would depend on the person's age. You would have to be like 30, late 30s. I don't have a character in their late 30s. All my characters are mid 20s, late 20s, very early 30s, like 31, 32, and then my oldest being Mama V at 50. I don't think that would work. How old would you be in the early 2000s at 50 today? 25 years? Oh, you know what? No, she might work. Let me see. My math is off right now. I'm not pulling the math together in my head. Let me see something real quick. I'm always looking something up. Age calc. I'm sure they got an age calculator out there. Let's see. Date of birth. What? Oh, yeah. Okay, 50. What, like 55, 56? You would have to be born in 69, right? 1960. Or was that? Is that 70? 1970. And then in the year 2000, you would be, oh, that's easy math right there. You'd be 30. So that would work. That would definitely work. Be 30 years old. So yeah, we could use Mama V. Might might work too perfectly actually. I did it with the she was rocking the gothic style quite well. That means in 1990 she would have been 20, so no, that's perfect actually. That's like the perfect age, although most people in their 20s at that time around would have preferred the 90s style over the Y2K. Then again, I guess that depends on the person. I guess it depends on the person, you know what I'm saying? Some people probably, you know, grew up in the 90s but preferred that early 2000s style. Most of these characters I'm using would have been way too dang young or not exist. Like OGV here, she would be the same age as the year. So in 2000, she wouldn't have existed yet. Oh shoot, wrong button. Let me get a little bit more tan in this. There's a lot of blue. A lot of blue light around here. Matter of fact, the dang light behind, like right there, bluish light here, bluish light there. A lot of blue over here. I need a little bit more tan. It's supposed to be summer theme. Probably don't help with we got all these dang buildings behind her though. Probably should find a better spot, realistically. 40 to 20. Was doing some Skyrim and some Fallout last night. Those came out quite well. Although sadly the Skyrim video did get hit with an age restriction. I made a mistake that hopefully YouTube will forgive. Normally when I do these, I do the least sauciest themed character first. That way it doesn't get hit. I made a mistake though. I did not do it in that one, and because of that it got hit. And like, oh shoot, but I kind of doubt they'll let it pass though, because the thumbnail is thumbnail kind of crazy too, I ain't gonna lie. By the time this come out though, that video already dropped and y'all already know what I'm talking about. If you didn't see it, you should go back and check it out, because that episode came out real nice. It's June, baby. We doing nothing but summer thing. That right there. Me lean her forward a little bit so her shoe ain't colliding through the ground so much. If I can. Okay, now you can still see that pretty well. Lift her up a little bit. Tilt her forward. There we go. Oh, now her shoe is not inside the ground. I want to try something though. Let me scrap all the. Let me turn these off real quick. Let me do a single lamp. I have not done a single lamp in a hot minute. I'm wondering how that would look here right now. Just a single lamp setup. That be clean? Would that work? We in the city, so I can't do it at maximum graphics like I would like. But that's fine because this is still clean. With a little bit of editing, I can make it just a bit cleaner. I think I might go with a single lamp setup. That's pretty clean. Bring that back down. Gives it more of that raw look that you kind of want sometimes when you're doing your character stuff. Switch these lights around real quick. On my way. About to sneeze, but it won't come out. I can feel it. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there, but it won't come out, dude. Then your nose start running any dang ways. Add a little bit of darkness to that. There's a lot of background shadow. What's the deal with that? What light is that? What lamp is that? That right there. Pull this. Okay, there we go. Because I'm not on ultra, ray tracing ultra though. Light blocker won't work to be able to block off the light in the back, which I'm not sure why it does that. Kind of wish it didn't. Okay. Take a picture of that real quick, and then we're gonna test a single lamp, see what that's gonna look like. And then it's got the Louis Vuitton too. That was huge. Louis Vuitton print on every dang thing, even if they didn't make it, doesn't matter. I mean, see it. Everybody and their mama was rocking that, literally. At least where I was from, or where I was at the time. Okay, that is not bad at all. Let me see. Let me test out a single lamp real quick. See what that single lamp. Like, sometimes a single lamp gives you, like I said, more of a raw look to it, which kind of makes it look cooler in a way. Makes it look less professional, but still clean enough to be professional. But more along the lines of like, it's hard to explain. I don't know the name of every style of lighting technique, right? Just a way that makes it look more raw. Oh, let's see what that looks like. From here, it looks cleaner. Or I might go with a single lamp. I go with a single lamp for OGV here. Let's compare the two. I think it might be because of the lighting. Yeah, it's the lighting. So I just need to reduce the amount of light in the multi-lamp setup. Or just use the single lamp, because it does look great. Different styles and whatnot. Different lighting styles. Let me see. Bring that back down to 90. Turn the rest of the lamps back on. Oh. Reduce it a little bit. Okay, yeah, no. So it does indeed add a little bit more different style to it. So I'm gonna go with a single lamp setup for this. Demolish. I'm gonna go with a single lamp. What was that? Entropy. The entropy one is always good because it gives you more varied lighting. That's where if you use the one that just faces forward, it doesn't quite give you as much lighting as you might want. Whoa. So why is that giving me? Oh. The heck going on with that? 70%, and then push up to 20, I think. But okay, still going crazy though. Oh, it's because how close it is. What the heck going on? Alright, there we go. Head down. Work a warm color again. Oh. Now we have our single setup. Is oops, quite clean. Delete the first photo. That one up on out of here. Alright. Now we just, you know, casual, chilling poses. You know what I never do too? Is stuff to show off the character's jewelry that they might be wearing. I don't know if I got anything like that. If I got anything that does that. Or any poses, I mean. I don't believe I do. I'm sure somebody probably got something like that though. I probably got something I could use like that. I just ain't really checked. Okay. I like the lighting and the coloring. What I don't like is the spot we're in. That I'm not really feeling. Like there's better places we could have her. Here. Oh wait, hold on. Back to 0. Roll it from here because we only got one lamp now. Yeah, I feel like there's better spots we could. This is cool, but I know better areas. Let me see. Let me check something out real quick. Yeah, see, okay, this is much better. You know what I mean? Look at the background. Way more detail, theme to it. The other one was a little too dark. It was dark and boring. I've done spots in that area, photos in that area, but they were way better. Like the ones I did recently with my with the Indian character that I just made, which y'all will be seeing soon because I'm writing some new photos, videos, ideas on the board for this month. I already did part 2 with the Native Americans, the Latinas, and the black characters. Now I'm gonna be doing the white and part 2 with the Asian characters. Y'all gonna be seeing one of my newest, which will be next Sunday. I'm recording this before Sunday, so I'm messing up the time zones here. This will be dropping this Sunday. It's the 3rd as of recording this. Sunday is on the 8th. So when y'all seeing this, it'll be the 8th, and then on the 15th, that's when you'll be seeing Asian episode. Although Sunday of 29th, I guess I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for that because photos of the week is gonna have to drop on the 27th, or photos of the month on the 27th. Unless I drop it on the 1st, on Tuesday. I might have to do that because it wouldn't make sense to do that on a Friday. That'll have to be photos of the week. It wouldn't make much sense to drop it on a dang Sunday. Go ahead, up the light a little bit. Yeah, this spot is way better. This is much better looking. Alright, what poses was we using? Matter of fact, shoot. You see? Test to full. Because I didn't want to do a full lamp setup over there because the lighting might work here though. Much better lighting over here. Over. Oh, 85 should. Alright, boom. That look like. Let me see what that look like real quick. Should I bring it a little lower? Kind of like the darker ink. That's me right there. Gives it more of a golden, way back in the past type of thing. Increase the light on her a little bit. Yeah, see, that's clean right there. I need something I could show off the jewelry with though. This joint again. Other ones, you know, that area was cool. Like I said, I've done photos over there, but this is much better looking. Way better looking. They're up off the ground again. Oops. That shoot. Gotta do a full body fit, you know what I mean? Gotta really see the full fit, you know what I mean? The white khakis. With the Air Forces. Louis Vuitton on the top. The Jurley. Early 2000s West Coast type stuff right here, man. And for the rest of the characters, whatever Y2K themed stuff I got a lot of it though, so it's not gonna be hard to find any or figure anything out. Push that to the side right there. Did some Fallout 2, which was that was more for the beach thing. That was hard to do. I kind of forgot, you know. It's Fallout. There's not a whole lot of, you know, beautiful places to take your character in a, you know, a zone that's suffering from a fallout. You feel me? So that was tough to do. But all in all, I did get it done. It came all out. Those photos came out great. You know what I mean? Those came out real nice. Not disappointed in those. There should be good. Matter of fact, though, let me test something out. I'm about to see if I can put this up in high graphics since we're kind of way out here. You can always tell the difference between regular graphics and ultra graphics. It's always noticeable. Gotta stop adjusting my chair so much during the video. Crap is loud. The mic picks it up surprisingly quite well. Let me test that out real quick. Since we kind of out here where it's a little bit more barren versus the city where there's massive buildings all over the place. Like I said, I need to do a computer cleansing because I never had so much lag issues, but now that I'm thinking about it, I have not cleaned my computer off in a hot minute. Probably so much unnecessary crap that I haven't gotten rid of or deleted, causing issues. I'm about to sneeze again, but it don't want to come out again. A little laggy, but it's not too bad. I think I might actually sneeze this time. Alrighty, we're now on Ray Tracing Ultra. Little laggy, but it's all good. As long as I can get crap done, looks a million times better now. Those Black Desert, kind of forgot that was running in the background. Now we got that quality we be looking for though. Let me see, I ain't used a filter in a hot minute. I fucking love this one right here. This filter is greatness. If you ever needed that fucking old California Hollywood movie look, this filter is the one, man. This all the dang time. I don't know if I'm gonna use it for right now, but better believe that I'll be using this joint a lot. Not like a whole ton, but enough when I want it. See what that would look like actually though. Because it probably wouldn't be that bad to have it rocking it. Gotta get the full fit. Switch it over to this side so the sunlight isn't going through her face once we take the picture. Right about. Move forward just a tiny bit. And let's see here. Let's get these lights moved around. Finally finished up Far Cry, which I was talking about during the Skyrim video. I used to do a lot of photos with Far Cry, but I need to finish the game so I can get all my mods back. Now I'm just gonna take the time to like grind out not really grind, I wouldn't say it's much of a grind, but just to mess around and grab all the extra guns and stuff I don't got, whatever cars and stuff I don't got. There's a few. I'm sure people got mad YouTube videos on how to find them, which I will be using to make things just a bit faster. I think the only thing I'm not feeling with this outfit is the glasses. Glasses off of her. It's reflecting on the light too much, and I don't really use glasses on the character. Let's say like swaggy glasses. These are more like 1950s big circle shades glasses. It's not the type of glasses that this character is wearing. Let's see. Take those off. Delete. Resave. Boom. I do more of the swaggy type glasses on this. Not glasses like that. Those don't really fit her, you know. As a little thug, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna really see no thug rocking glasses like that. Not really the style that this character, that I put this character for, you know? Go ahead, take those off. Back in. Go ahead, take those off, but yeah, now that the game is completed, I gotta grab the rest of the outfits, whatever outfits I don't got, which is actually easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought you had to be, you know, on Far Cry, for those who never played Far Cry 6, they got this little non-co-op / co-op little missions that you could do where you collect these different kind of money joints. And what you do is you can farm those and get them higher level. Or you can do missions around the map, which reward far more points, far more of those money joints, and collect a bunch of unique loot, guns, clothing, little knickknacks. I only really care about the guns and the clothes. Then once I finish getting all that stuff, and then little treasure hunt joints, get my mods back on and start doing more photos with that. Although if I finish this fast enough, I'm more likely hop on there and do some photos today. Today I'm trying to do some, well, I'm not going to be recording the rest of this stuff, but today I'm trying to do some GTA, Skyrim, work on some Enzoi poses, and then a little bit of Far Cry. Once I'm done doing all that, look for some more little jobby jobs, you know, more money coming through to my pockets. So, extra jobs ain't never hurt. I'm always going to do these photos for fun any dang ways, because it's something I've always loved to do. So it's not like you ain't going to see a less content out of nowhere. Shoot, if anything, see the same amount and more, because then I'll be able to do more. Why is OBS not... Why is Discord not in streamer mode? Discord doesn't seem to like doing streamer mode any dang more. Or forward. Bro, see, she look a lot better without the glasses. Glasses ain't really her style. I rarely ever put glasses on this character. That's like I said, it's like a swaggy type. Like some old fucking super slim, not actually usable for not actually good for everyday use type glasses. Way clean. Glasses isn't reflecting the light, which is the issue I was having. They're right there. A little bit of angle. Lift that up. Alrighty. Do something real quick and then boom. See what that looks like. See what that looks like in the finished product. Yeah, I'm trying to get back on doing some Far Cry stuff because graphics on that game is too beautiful. Map is too beautiful. A lot of great cars too. Nice guns and stuff. Then people got mods for customs. And I need to work on some Enzoy poses because I want to do some more Enzoy photo sessions soon. In terms of a game, it might not be the greatest, but in terms of a photo studio, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Can't complain too much on its photo studio aspect, which I did say. I'm sure some of y'all remember when the game was about to come out, I did say if it's not a good game, it's definitely a good photo studio. So I'm gonna rock with it anyways. That's exactly what I'm doing because it is a good photo studio. Although I'm hoping one of these days somebody will make a free cam mod for it because its camera control isn't the greatest. It's a little stuck. It's like GTA with what's it called? She got shadow in her armpit. I just realized that. What the heck is it called? Rockstar Editor. It's like Rockstar Editor, where you're limited on how far you can go and whatnot. I don't like that. So, hopefully one of these days somebody will make a fix for that. If so, perfect. If not, it still works. It still works, so it's all good. Slide that out there. This one out there. Oh, much better. Okay, go ahead. Why is my folder closed? Need that. Delete this one. So I need to get some poses on there though, because I'm using too many of just the base poses, which obviously you know, after a while will be a problem if every dang joint you do is the same pose. Why almost every time you see me do a new photo session on here, I got new poses because these are limited. But then you'll see something like Skyrim where I don't, because I really don't need new poses with the 4,000 that pack has. I haven't even scratched the dang surface of all those poses. So getting a new pose pack for Skyrim isn't necessary. Getting a new pose pack for Cyberpunk is necessary. Getting a new pose pack for Fallout is necessary, but quite fucking hard, if I'm being honest. Then again, I think I've looked enough. Well, actually, the issue with Fallout is you gotta use the little ring joints. If it's not the ring ones, then you have to use it the other way, which I forgot how, but it is quite poo, in my personal opinion. I am not a fan where you have to use poses. So if it's not attached to the ring joints, I'm not a fan of it, because you gotta do some other crap. I forgot what, but it sucks. I put the light too low. Not low enough. Here we go. How about there? With the other way. So, that's the downside to certain games. But with Enzoy, I can create my own poses. It's not the best yet. Hopefully they go ahead and fix that. The generative process is not the greatest. A lot of the poses tend to come out looking fairly odd. But if you do enough, and then you get enough good ones, then it works after a while. What I'm gonna need to do though is hop on Fallout, hop on Skyrim, hop on what the fuck is this game called that we're playing right now? Cyberpunk. Hop on all these joints and do some pose references. Have like a white background, have the character doing various standing poses, and then do them that way, and maybe probably make things a whole lot easier than if you were like, if we use something now, their generative thing may not be able to handle all of what's going on, as the game is, you know, early access whatnot, so it's probably not the best generative process right now. Let me go back. I'm skipping some joints. I'm gonna show off more of the jewelry. thing with V here versus my other characters. With the other characters, you know, they might rock some smaller bottom halves, but for V, it's the smaller top half. That's more of this character's style. It's more fitting to her. You gotta be able to show off the jewelry, okay? Yeah, I mean, show off the swag. Swag. But, yeah, I gotta get some, more poses prepped over here so I can see. Difference between doing on ultra versus ultra ray tracing are way cleaner than what we were just about to do when I was on regular ultra, which is beautiful. This I can work with. The regular high graphics ain't good enough, you know what I mean? Beads on the crap. I was messing around with I was making a whole bunch of beaded jewelry, I ain't gonna lie. Cause I don't wear necklaces. I'm like, if I'm going to, I would rather them be lightweight. Well, I don't know about lightweight because they are stones, but light enough. Not a full-on necklace like the crap she got around her neck, although that's too tight. I wouldn't wear something like that anyways. But if you make it longer, then it would be too heavy. Uncomfortable. I don't rock jewelry. Like watches and stuff, can't do it. That crap is annoying. Just constantly feeling that around your wrist and around your neck. Like, okay, get this bullcrap off me, man. Get this bullcrap off me, son. Park. Your boy is not a jewelry rocker. I don't like flashing. But if I was to rock any little bit of jewelry, I would rather it be a bunch of custom little pieces that I made. Then it's cheap too. It's cheap and good quality. That's the thing that makes it great, because it's just stones, but it's a stone. You just can't break a stone unless you put all your might into it. And it's like, why the fuck would you do that, you know? So you rock the crap. They look great. It's dumb cheap. You can make like 60 necklaces for like $8. I would know. It's pretty much what I did. Yeah, I mean, you ain't paying out of pocket for some fake diamonds anyways. That is hilarious. You out here buying moissanite. $200,000 fake diamonds. Ain't that some crap? I'd rather smoke crack. I had $200,000 in my hands right now. I promise you it wouldn't go to no fake diamonds. Some of these fools know they crap is fake and they don't care. They be rocking it. I spent $200,000 on some fake jewelry. Man, shoot. I got $200,000. Making some investments. Okay, some long-term investments that'll build up slowly over time. Sometimes not even that slow. I mean, then they be having those market crashes. People are like, no, the market's crashing, man. That's a great time to invest. Because everything that's gonna fucking boom gets dumb cheap. You know how many people got dumb rich off of Bitcoin dropping down to like 17,000? Then they didn't sell, because obviously that would be the dumb thing to do. You know what I mean? They kept it in. Then, now that crap's at like 100,000, man, them fools eating good, dude. If they weren't already, they definitely are now. 2,000 skater pose. Oh, that's good. We gotta put at least one smile. I tend not to make her smile very much because she has a very serious looking face, and I like when her face is always serious looking. Sometimes 1 or 2 smiles is always good. Her foot in that. Oh. Foot off the ground like that. Just, you know what I mean? Get some investments going. Put a little bit of that cash into, well, not a little bit, put a decent amount into some investments, whatever the fuck, can build you some cash over time. Hold on to some of it, of course, because, you know, not in no bank though, because they get to robbing you. Pretty sure credit unions are way better. Like Navy Federal or something if you can. Luckily for me, I have military family, so. Or had military family, so you know, I can pull up some nice heaters, but now I gotta build it up. Feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I'm about to die. I'm about to freaking choke on my spit. Yeah, I'm trying to get me some dang cash flow up in this piece, baby. $200,000 on some fake jewelry is insane. When you could pull up to Amazon, get some stones, glass, and metals like brass, silvers, the ones that don't dye your neck green. You don't want to go for fake gold because fake gold will have your neck green. So you want to go for a brass that is lightened to look like gold. Last a million times longer anyways because it's brass, so it'll actually stay its color versus some fake gold, green bumpy neck and grip. Skin is absorbing unknown chemicals and grip. You know what I'm saying? Make a million fucking bead necklaces. Man, I got some straight heaters, man. If y'all saw my bead necklace, I got fucking jewelry imported from I was trying to think of something. I couldn't think of it. I was trying to think of something, dude. Man, I got some nice crap, man. I made me some Native American style stuff, much like what's around her wrist. Lots of turquoise with silvers, turquoise with golds. Man, I was making some heaters, boy. It don't cost much of nothing. And it's all pretty as fuck. And it's not very... Matter of fact, I got a couple hanging on the side here because I haven't tied them up yet. You gotta tie them up, though. You don't want to put them together when they're not tied up because then you'll have a fucking drawer full of tangled mess. So you tie up the ends so that they don't get tangled to each other. I got some nice stuff, dude. Watch. In the future. Because it's most likely going to be the inevitable. When I do like some dang real life stuff. Real life content. Which, of course, you'll definitely be seeing on this channel because that's literally the whole point of photography and all that. But when I can get it on and popping, I'm gonna do a fucking jewelry tour, dude. Y'all gonna see some crap. I got jewelry imported from Silver Moon, dude. That's what I was trying to say, but I could not remember. I made a necklace. For those who never played Warcraft, you got Blood Elves and you have High Elves. High Elves rock a lot of blue and silver. Blood Elves, which are High Elves, but unfortunately corrupted, they rock a lot of red, gold, green. They got a magic addiction. They're basically a bunch of fucking pretty crackheads. I was making some beads, man, and them joints came out swaggy as fuck. The one is like a red. If I remember, maybe I'll take a picture of them. They'll pop up. These videos are always so dang long though, so sometimes I tend to forget, but it's like it is red glass stones or gems. Actually, I think they're just glass, but they're red glass little beads, greens on the end, and then around them is gold loops. The crap is pretty as fuck, dude. It's pretty, man. That's the type of stuff I'm gonna be rocking. Unless you get some of that Temu jewelry. That stuff is nice too. Temu is hilarious because half that dang stuff you buy over there is probably the actual price instead of you paying hundreds to thousands of dollars for some fake jewelry. Just go to Temu and get it for its actual price. That's like there's mad stores in China, if I'm not mistaken, where you can get original sneakers. Jordans, Nike Jordans, Adidas, Converse, whatever the fuck, for their actual price. Because because a lot of people don't know, when you buy shoes, when you get shoes from the source, it costs like $10 or less to make them. I mean, think about it. It's a bunch of rubbers and fake leathers and stuff. Crap is not expensive, but then they import it to wherever it might be imported to. Whether that's Europe, America, Canada, whatever the fuck, or Americas, Europe, wherever the fuck it might be going. They up the price like crazy. Man, you go to some of the spots where they're made, get that same crap for like fucking $5-10, dude. It's funny too, because for those a while on YouTube where you would see all these people popping up out of nowhere on YouTube talking about reps and all this. replica shoes, 1-to-1 reps and all that. And you would have people like, oh man, I can't rock no replica shoes. I can't rock no replica shoes. It's like, well, that's your loss, because the crap you're paying hundreds of dollars for, thousands sometimes, not actually worth that much at all. I remember a long time ago, I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about prices on clothing and all that. And I said, okay, so let's say this, right? Somebody pull up on you and show you 2 pairs of Air Force Ones, all white Air Force Ones. He was like, okay. I'm like, both Air Forces are exactly the same. They're made the same. They're 1-to-1. There is no difference between the 2 shoes. He was like, all right. I said, but one cost $100. The other cost $10. He said, I want the ones for $100. I say, I just sat there and I kind of looked at them. I'm like, I said, they're the exact same shoes. There's no difference at all. The sewing, every dang thing is the same. They are 1-to-1. He said, I want the ones with the $100 because they cost more. They're gonna be worth more. I'm like, you fucking goof. They're the same shoe. He's like, yeah, but the one that's 100 is gonna be worth more. I'm like, no the fuck it is not. You fool. They're the same dang shoe. The $10 price is its original price. $100 is what they charge you. There's not gonna be worth more. It's the same dang shoe. Like, man, shoot, I'm rocking some reps, boy. And especially because half the time when you're paying these super prices, absorbed prices for some of these shoes, like you see them dang, some of them shoes be like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. It's because some fucking loser scalper bought them. I ain't about to pay no fucking loser sitting in his dang mom's basement. I'm about to choke my spit again. I'm talking too much. Sitting in his mom's basement, scalping shoes off the internet and then reselling them for fucking $3,000 when they're only worth. Their original price was like $180, or you could go to China for the true original price, which is like $10-15. Man, shoot, I'm rocking me some replicas. I am not paying some fucking basement dweller $3,000. Get the fuck on. 500, 600, 280, 300. No, no sir. Now, if it was like, you know, retail maybe. I don't even know if I would do that. Especially because the shoes straight up aren't worth that much. I mean, with $500, you know what you could do with $500? You know what I'm saying? Than to be buying some fake shoes. Now, if it's like true leather shoes, maybe. But like some fucking Nike leather, that ain't true leather. That crap is fake as fuck, boy. Paying for $3,000 for some fake leather shoes? Come on, man. That's insane, dude. That's madness. And like I said, most likely it's not even the retail price. It's some dang loser scalper just buying up every dang thing and then reselling them for 30 times the original price. I'm sure a lot of y'all know that. A lot of y'all understand that because that's dang near anything. That could be computer parts. That could be fucking car parts. That could be any dang thing, really. You always got some dang scalper purchasing up every dang thing and then reselling it for super prices. It was absurd. Dude, man, one of these days, boy. I mean, there's mad rep websites out there too. Though most of them tend to get shut down. Not illegal, but they also don't want it to be a thing. Because I mean, think about it. You could get these shoes from the original people at $10, or you can buy them from the companies at $180. I'm saying obviously they're not gonna want that to be a thing. Oh, I took 11 photos on accident. Okay, I'll keep the last one we just took. That's not as good as the rest of them. Alright, boom. These came out fucking gorgeous. Let's go on to the next character. Alright, we on Country V. I forgot about this spot right here. This mad nice. I used this a mad long time ago on OGV. But it never hurts to use it again. Just in a different spot, of course. I used it right here. I remember the pictures that pop up. I always say that, and then I always forget to add stuff. I'm gonna stop doing that though, because, you know, gotta have the quality. Can't say something and then not have it. Oh, where's this lead? Roof, I'm guessing? I'm just discovering now. I ain't been up here in so dang long. Ain't this Carrie's spot? Or is this a different spot? Or am I thinking of something else? Might be thinking of something else. Oops. It's kind of nice up here. I can use this. Oh, can we? What does this lead to? Oh, a helipad. I'm about to use this just to have her up on top of the world, dude. Where's the sun at? I don't know if we're gonna be able to use it though. A lot of giant buildings around us. Lag might be crazy. Pretty dang high up. Well, it might not be. A Russian looking building right there. Looks like an old Russian apartment. Hold on. If we're gonna do it right here, we need a good seat. With a couch. Couch set. Oh yeah, that might work. That might work. My nose won't stop itching for some reason. Wait, spin it around. Spin it around. Put it down. Actually, wait, hold on. I wanted it to be on the glass. I don't really want you to see that she's standing on this horrible mesh. Go ahead, push it out. But you won't notice that it's semi-floating. As long as it's on, you're not gonna be able to tell, really. I think. Lift that back up over. And what was that thing called? This is the smaller piece. No, that's too big. There you go. Multi-use couch here. Spin it around. Wow. There you go. Down. A little high. Floating a little high. And then the sun. Where's the dang sun? Matter of fact, forget that sun. Let's add an actual sun. Planet. Ooh. Sun. Yeah, now that's the sun. That pushes us back. Put that joint way the fuck out there. This wouldn't be the first time we use this gargantuan sun for one of her photo sets. Ain't the first time. 1,000. Lifted way up. Lifted way up. Because the sun, the actual sun, cannot be seen. That's just a glitch that happens. I can easily fix it. I just rather use this because you're about to see what I'm about to do with it. Actually, let's push that back a little farther because it's going to be quite a bit bigger. See it? Right there? See that little dot? Oh, y'all can't see my dang cursor. What the fuck? Why not? Well, I'm sure some of y'all can see it. It's right there, man. It's right there. I don't know why you can't see my cursor. And then, boom. 1,000. That's not big enough, though, in my personal opinion. At about 3,000. That's a little too far to the side. 5,000 here, then. No, 7,000. And then 3 grand. Not big enough. 5,000. The sun is massive. Like I said, I could easily fix the regular sun, but I like that sun. Bigger, better. Let's see if we can turn up these graphics real quick. You know, I think I just realized one of the problems might be, and the reason why my joint is lagging when I go on Ray Tracing Ultra. I think it's because I always started while recording, which I never do, because if you do that, it will bring extra lag. For obvious reasons, OBS is a fucking eater. If you start crap while OBS is running, you will run into issues. I'm thinking that is what the issue is, because we're on ray tracing right now, and as you can see, it is buttery fucking smooth. This is the smoothest it's been in a hot minute. I think I realized why. I think I've realized why, my good peoples, is because I will sometimes start it. But you know what, hold on. I don't really want to move her, so I'm going to move the couch instead, because if I move her, then the lighting will be off on her. Let's go ahead and take the couch and move it to her position. Boom. Look at the baggy star jeans. Okay, if that ain't Y2K, I don't know what the fuck is. The super sun in the background. Oh, you know why it's not lagging? Depth of field is off. Oh, never mind. Still not lagging. Yeah, I think that might have been the issue. I would always start recording. I mean, I would always put the graphics on while recording, which is something I usually do not do, because OBS will take away from whatever Cyberpunk is trying to do and cause some pretty big time lag. Oops. Cause some pretty big lag if you do that. Kind of realize that it's been a minute. Normally I would never do that because of that exact reason. But that out the way. Because right now, it's buttery smooth. Or it could be because we're extremely high off the ground. That could also be it too. Which is usually why I like to build my own scenes. But for this one, I figured it'd be fine if we take her out to the open world. Because I don't know, outside of like little knick-knack items and whatnot, what the heck do you truly do to make a Y2K setup, you know? I kind of did that for one of the characters, so I wouldn't want to do that for all of the characters every time, you know? But it was just one character. Hurt that bad to do. Pull this down a little bit, because we got a lot of shadow going on here. I don't like it. Where that's coming from exactly. Not gonna find out using the side light here. Okay, there we go. And boom. Clean. Clean right there, boy. That joint clean. This character right here, though, I dang near always do Y2K on this fool. Out of all of my characters, she is the only one I use these shirts on. I don't know why. But I'm pretty sure she's my only character who has made use of these shirts. There's a lot of them. I just haven't used them on anybody else for some reason. Know why. But I just have not used anybody else with these. Pull that down about there. Get her regular smile. Push her forward because her arm is floating too. With the sun in the background too, with the crazy sun in the background. See what that looks like. That's a much better looking sun. We could have brought back the regular sun, but we also can use this sun that is very clearly way too dang close to the earth. Would make it quite uninhabitable. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's the swag and the beauty of virtual photography and in-game editing. You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever, you know? You could definitely do that with real photos too, though. A little bit of graphical editing and put a sun back there. Put the proper lighting on the character as well. Bit on the character, on the person. Back her up a little bit. How far off the couch is she actually? Okay, she's not far off the couch, she's just leaning too far forward. There we go. Her up a little bit. Get back down. I'm not a fan of that pose though. That's something else. And that'll work. Gotta move her back a little bit. Down some too. And oops. Back a bit like that. That up a little bit, not too much though, as it is a couch, so you gotta have some sort of sinking. Some sort of sinking into the couch. Let me reduce the white couch, and the sun in the background is causing some major flare up on the sides here. That might not work as much as I thought. Back forward. Kind of an awkward position. These are all the regular seated joints. Let me back on up. Down some. The couch back into her position. Moving the couch instead of her makes things a lot easier with lighting. I don't have to move my lights or nothing. Moving the lights can be a little annoying sometimes. Much easier way to do things. By moving the light to her. Although these are clearly poses that require a chair and not a couch. Dang it. I'm being lazy because I don't feel like moving the lights. These are good poses. Means I'm gonna have to move the lights, bro. Unless I just move the couch over to her side. That might not look too weird. Okay, nah. I'm gonna just use something else at the moment. If I would have known, I would have gave her an actual couch instead of or an actual chair instead of a couch. I kind of forgot that those were couch poses, not or seat poses, not couch poses. Dude ain't far away, dude. Too far away, bro. Pants are absurdly baggy. I think this was more of a white folk style though, because when I was a kid, I don't ever remember people wearing pants like this. I grew up around, obviously, mostly black people. Oh. I truly didn't even know there were other... I grew up around so many black people, as a matter of fact, that the only people I knew existed was black and white people. For the longest time during my childhood. From the very first time I can remember people, all the way up till I was like 9. I had never seen any other kind of person. All I ever saw was black people, occasional white person. Then I learned what an Arabic person was, because back in Buffalo or New York, there was always Arabic people in the running the corner store shops. But for the longest, man, I didn't know what Spanish was. I didn't know what Arabic was, Indian. So as someone who grew up around majority black people, I ain't never seen pants like these. These big old baggy pants and like them Jinko jeans. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. At least where I was from. Or where I was at. Not where I was from, but where I was at. But I mean, shoot, even if you counted where I was from, still didn't see pants like this. I was born on the West Coast, but, you know, on the West Coast, still nothing but black people. So all I saw was regular size jeans that a lot of women would wear, maybe sometimes a little baggy, but they would typically be more tapered toward the bottom half, not boot cut, so that they could be fit into the sneaker that you might be wearing. And if for dudes, it was khakis, always some kind of khakis with some chucks, you know, that West Coast gangster style. And then in New York, you saw baggy pants, but they weren't boot cut. They were always black people tend not to rock boot cut. Basically, that's what I'm saying. A lot of black folks don't rock boot cut unless there's a very specific reason, like maybe you're a construction worker and you just don't care, so you just need some good tough jeans. But on the streets, nah, you ain't really see stuff like that. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about the white folks Y2K style until I was way older, probably like fucking 20. I realized it. When I think of Y2K, it's more like a what's it called? Like the best way I can put it is go to YouTube and look up, if you want to see West Coast Y2K style. I'm gonna say the best way to see that is like go with a Mac 10 hidden switches. That video will show you quite well what the West Coast Y2K style was. Dang Discord. If you want to see the East Coast, then I would say type in like Freeway. What's the song? All Right. Type in Freeway All Right, and you'll see the East Coast Y2K style. Or like do like what's the group with Cam and all them from Harlem? The Diplomats. A lot of their videos. That's what I think of when people say Y2K. Like what she's wearing, this is definitely more of white folks Y2K. The problem is, there's not very many people making hood style clothing in the modding community. So the Y2K style for us black folks, and let me say mostly for us hood folks, I know there's a lot of Spanish people who dress like this as well. Maybe a couple of white people who had, you know, big old NASCAR jackets, the Carhartt, FUBU, Echo, that type of stuff. That's what we was rocking. Khakis, Levi's, you know what I mean? Chuck Taylors, Air Force Ones. That's the Y2K. That to me is Y2K style. This is Y2K style, but I didn't know that this was Y2K until I was a dang adult. For me, whenever somebody said Y2K, I'm like, oh man, yeah, I love the Y2K, but they'd be talking about a completely different style from what I'm talking about. People probably look at me like, you would dress like that? Not realizing that we're talking about two very different worlds. They're talking about stuff like this. I'm talking about stuff like what you'll see in those Mac 10 videos and those Freeway videos. That's what I grew up seeing. You know what I'm saying? It was always hilarious, the dynamic. But most of my characters, outside of OGV, which I was able to surprisingly pull off a decently West Coast looking Y2K, most of these characters are definitely gonna be rocking mostly the white folks Y2K style. Now, of course, I'm sure there was black folks and Spanish folks that dressed like this, but where I grew up, nah, you didn't really see this stuff. West Coast, like I said, you either saw some khakis with fucking sports tees and NASCAR jackets and crap. That's why my dang closet looked the way it looked, because this is what I grew up seeing. This is what I grew up seeing, that type of stuff. So that's what I wear a lot of the times. My style is very Y2K. Big old NASCAR jackets or sports jackets with all the brands all over them. 8-ball jackets, baggy khakis, Chuck Taylors, Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying? I look, if you were to see me in person, you would have thought I came straight out of a fucking 1998 Mac 10 or a fucking Booyah Tribe music video. Like, who this dude? The heck? That to me is what Y2K style is. So it was funny the first time I ever learned what people could deem the Y2K. I'm like, this is not Y2K, but I forgot. I'm like, okay, this might be more of the suburban look. Cause yeah, no, you wouldn't have seen that. The hood, you saw a lot of capris, the ladies, some Tim high heels. You know what I mean? Them I don't know how do I explain it best for the ladies, because the style was just different. It was just different. That's the best way I can put it. Our Y2K was a lot. Is it about to rain? It is gray as fuck. I just looked up and out the window for a second. I'm realizing that the sunlight looked weird. You check the cameras? I think it might rain hard too. It is gray. Never, just don't want to open up cameras. Like, nah, you can check that another time. All right then. I guess I will. By the time I get to... Oh. It is definitely about to rain. There is a massive gray cloud right on the side of us, and some really nice little red car parked beside the house. What that little car is, but it's kind of cool looking. Anyways, about to rain hard. Yeah, so when I first learned what the popular Y2K style was, I guess that's the best way to put it. Jinko jeans and all those. I'm like, this is not Y2K. I guess the best way to explain what Y2K was for ladies is literally look up any female artist that was big in the early 2000s. They tend to rock all that. That's what you saw a lot. That was the hood style. But like the gothic style stuff that you see a lot, I'm like, that ain't no dang Y2K. I don't know what style that is. I'm like, oh, that's probably the popular stuff. What I grew up seeing. Not the same thing. That was the suburban stuff. Pretty much what I had OGV rocking is what you would have saw. The bikini top, the baggy khakis and or jeans, maybe some capris. Air Force Ones, some kind of boot high heels, like the Tim boot high heels, that was big for a while. Stuff like that. That's what I had. That's why I pretty much had her rocking it. That's why I should have gave her more slim style glasses, because it would have been more fitting for what I was going for with her Y2K style. Which is probably going to be lesser known for some people. They're probably like, not no Y2K style I ever saw. That's more the hood style. West Coast stuff. That's what I grew up seeing. That's why my style is like that. Like I said, if you saw me in real life, you'd be like, this dude came straight out of a dang 2000 Mac 10 or Ice Cube video. That is what I grew up seeing. Air Forces, khakis, Chuck Taylors. I mean, Chucks is a staple of the West Coast. People still rock Chucks to this day. I mean, it's a lightweight and grippy shoe. You need to get going, you can. Easily, and some Chucks, and they also have quite a bit of grip. They're very lightweight. That's what makes them great. Grippy and lightweight. Though they're not the most comfortable for long walking, they get the job done, and they're very durable, extremely durable shoes. You'd be surprised with how durable canvas shoes can be. Them joints last. I have a pair of Chucks that are like 9 years old now. Still look good. Still in decent condition. Don't fucking look awful. They don't stink either. I take good care of my shoes. What number we at real quick? We at number 5? Alright. Let's ditch the couch, I'm thinking. Use this glass that she's sitting on. The glass is cool. Get the couch out. The glass. And get her a look away from the camera. She's been looking at the camera this whole time now that I'm thinking about it. Why I just turned slightly Irish there. Oh yeah, it was a world of difference. It was a world of difference. Because you really started seeing it blow up as of recently, the whole Y2K theme coming back into play. And I was looking at everything, I'm like, this is not Y2K. I mean, I gotta remember. My life during the Y2K era was, in the hood. Y2K for us was quite a bit different. Big baggy race car jackets. Although you see a lot of people doing that now. Mostly women, surprisingly. You didn't really see the big NASCAR jackets back then on a lot of women. But I guess people are switching it up now. I mean, I don't know why. The NASCAR jacket's nice as fuck, but then again, I be forgetting that a lot of people be rocking they style completely based off of what's popular and not what they actually like, which to me is insane. I fucking have always loved those NASCAR jackets since the first time I seen one watching some NASCAR with my grandpa. They had those jackets on. I'm like, what the fuck? Can you buy those? He was like, yeah, I got a few. He used to give. I was his first grandson, so naturally, I would get spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Them NASCAR jackets, nice as fuck. I'm rocking them joints whether they popular or not. I don't give a crap. Them joints is fly. I have a super rare one. And shoot, I just recently got me a dang Scarface jacket. Not like super recent, because like I said, I don't be buying no more unnecessary clothes. Not a good use of money, so that was a long time ago when I had got that. Spending money on expensive jackets. Not a good use of money. Get my money up and right, then sure, we'll spend some money on clothes again. At this moment of time, I do not need clothes. I got too much clothes in my closet and not enough money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Half the crap I ain't even worn yet. Matter of fact, I need to pull some of those shoes out of my closet and bend them around a bit so they don't get all stale. I know that takes a couple decades for that to happen, but just in case. Just in case. It's better to be sure than to, you know, open up your closet one day and a pair of shoes you haven't touched in 5 years falls apart in your hand and crap. But every now and then I bust open the closet and bend them around to make sure they're all good. Make sure they're still in good condition and whatnot. Well, you know what? A stool would be tight, actually. That stool ugly as fuck. They look like a Fallout 4 stool, dude. No. 4. That looked the best out of all of them. Morgue? No. Looking for a morgue stool. Where the fuck is the cool stool, dude? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna say, what the heck, man? Ooh. Hit the dang thing on it. Yeah, you gotta bend up them shoes, make sure they're still in good condition, make sure they're still, you know, still shoes. Not a bunch of, you know, stuff barely holding on, and the moment you touch them and start moving them, they start falling apart in your hand. That's a lot of shoes I gotta do them to, though. I got way too many dang shoes, if I'm honest. That's the one mistake a lot of, broke folks make. Instead of using your money for the right thing, you buy a bunch of clothes and stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm better than the next man. I got way too much dang clothes in my closet, dude. Way too many shoes. I've made many bad money choices, and I'm trying to fix them while I still can. Better late than never, though. You ain't dead, it's never too late. It's never too late to get your stuff together, you know? Got the yellow nails, man. Never too late. Right about there should be good. Ah, yes. That thunder I just heard? Oh, it's a thunderstorm. I really need to hurry up. I don't trust having my computers on during strong lightning storms. I got a whole nother character I need to do, so if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. We gotta get this done, though. We got one more character to go. 3 more photos. The lighting on this one is bad. I didn't adjust it to when I moved. Oh, that's the garbage can. Thunderstorm warning has been issued. Oh, shoot. God dog, dude. Hopefully it's not too powerful. Although I'm waiting for monsoon season. I'm trying to catch some freaking magical storms, man. Monsoon season here in this desert is August, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm trying to catch some absolute heater of storms. Bomb footage, man. Bomb freaking footage of like, I want to see like straight up lightning strikes type crap. You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be detrimental possibly to the power? Yes. But if I can catch 4 hours of a powerful storm, I need that. More like 7 hours actually. My phone holds quite a bit. I think it's got like 100 something gigs, so it's not too bad. And I can catch quite the dang storm, and I want to do that. I want to catch some ridiculous storms, man. That crap would be amazing on footage. Seeing them lightnings go crazy. Seeing the lightning strikes. Hopefully, next time, though, if one happens only 40 feet away, I'm not in the dang bathroom. That crap scared the crap out of me. While I'm using the dang bathroom, dude. How many close-ups have I done? Very little. So let's do some close-ups here. That crap, man. Embarrassing story from when I was a kid, okay? Well, maybe not embarrassing, I was a kid. I was in the bathroom, okay? And there was a real bad thunderstorm going, right? And I remember sitting there on the toilet. Right, this was way back. I was a kid, so there wasn't no little phones. You didn't have no phones you could just sitting on. You just be staring around and just waiting to be done, okay? Right? And one moment, mind you, it's not dark out. It's not dark out. It's like midday, so there's quite a bit of sun left, but you can't fully see it, of course, because of the clouds. But it's not dark. There's enough light that I didn't even have the light on when I was in the bathroom, because I could clearly see, right? And yet, with all this light that's in the bathroom, somehow, some way, the entire bathroom is lit up by this lightning flash. The entire bathroom went from being fairly lit to very lit within a split second. Like I said, even though it's cloudy, there's still a fair bit of light in the bathroom. More than enough light in the bathroom. So much light in the bathroom, like I said, I didn't have the lights on because you didn't need the lights on. So that's how ridiculously bright this lightning flash was. We need one more photo. That's how ridiculously bright this lightning flash was. It was so freaking bright, the whole bathroom lit up in, I want to say, a good 8 seconds later or less. The loudest, outside of the one I experienced recently, where it was like only 40 feet away. The loudest thunder I've ever heard in my dang life. To no surprise at all, as a kid, my first thought was, I gotta get out of this bathroom. Here's the issue. My pants and underwear were not fully on, okay? So my little booty was hanging out when I ran out the bathroom. Man, that crap terrified me, dude. I was like 8 years old. Oh my goodness. Man, I was scared out of my freaking mind. I never heard thunder so loud in my dang life at that point. Now, the one that happened recently took the cake, though, because that crap was only like 40 feet away. Luckily, this time, as an adult, alright, there was no running out of the bathroom, right? Though I did almost make a dang mess, because that crap shook the crap out of me. All I saw was, the power was out too, so I'm in the bathroom in the dang dark with a flashlight, and then the whole dang bathroom gets lit up in no more than a second or two. Does the new loudest thunder I've ever heard in my life happen. That crap, man, fuck, dude. That shook the whole dang bathroom up. Okay, and boom. That up about there. Boom, that's a full 10. It's getting darker. The clouds are coming. It's getting darker. I still have one more character to go, though. I still got one more character, man. After this, I'm gonna get on some GTA. I'm probably not gonna record that, maybe. I might, actually. I need to make some new characters, but that's gonna be hard to do without Minyo. Alright, that's a full 10. On to the next, or the last, actually. Wait, no, that's not a full 10. I just remembered I only did 9 because one of the photos was a lighting fix. I almost messed up, dude. Dang, I don't even remember what settings I was on. Shoot. I forgot one of them was a lighting fix. It was not a full photo. I was repairing the lighting on one of the photos. I'm pretty sure we were at 120, 10, 20, 100. Yeah, I just realized that. Just as I was about to get done, I started looking through the photos to make sure the quality of them was nice, which I should have did before I took the photos, but I didn't think about it. Luckily, they are all indeed nice. I mean, obviously, if you're taking the lighting and fixing everything up, it's gonna look nice, but just in case, you know, you always gotta make sure. You always gotta make sure, you know? But, I realized that I only took 9 photos, not 10. I mean, it was 10. The other 2 were edits. Or fixes. These jeans is ridiculous. I like these seated poses. Alright, that's a good one right there. Let's go ahead and bring her down to the ground. That crap was I haven't heard lightning that ridiculous since then because of how close that one was. I wish I still had the dang footage too, because you could actually see it in the camera, in one of my cameras. The crap was crazy, and it, like I said, I think I told y'all that, but it hit the top of somebody's car. That went right there. Something is a little bright. She's noticeably brighter. I'll bring this down a little bit to about 20. Could that be all the light that's going on? That was the loudest. Whatever storm is coming right now, it looked like it's about to be hefty because the sky is getting dark and it is only 2 p.m. It is only 2 p.m., my good peepers. But it's not gonna work because the sun is giving her a lot of extra light on her face. Not the angle I wanted it to be at. Yeah, I could go to the other angle, but pretty obvious what the point of that was. Not like that'd be anything new. I like this one though. This one. Whatever this storm's coming, this is big. It's gonna be a big storm. They did say it was supposed to rain decently hard today. I don't know if it's gonna be like hard or just some little sprinkles. You know, this desert, rain lasts about 2 seconds. Oh, they're not lying. I think I actually hear thunder. Okay, let me hurry this up then. I'm pretty sure I just heard thunder. That can't be nothing else. I'm 100% sure that's what I just heard. Okay, actually, because we didn't even change the lighting. Fine. Oh, there we go. That is the true number 10. I'm gonna hop on. I'm gonna do some Mo and V after this. I have not done any photos on her in a very long time. Hop on her after. What my voice sound like? And boom. Now we got a full 10. Okay, all these characters have been a little bit of casual. One of these fools gonna have to be a little bit more saucy, and I think that's her, because that's what we do on her any dang. These two characters though, B and Victoria, they're never like that. Oh shoot, the birds is flying away. Storm's coming. Storm's coming. Let's get that out of here. Alright, what the fuck do you do for a saucy Y2K thing? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think I got something, but gotta figure it out first, you know what I'm saying? Hui! Man, shoot, dude, weather report just said we got 1 hour. I look out the window, it's pretty bad, and there's audible thunder. Check the fit though real quick, she looking absolutely incredible, man. This might be one of the best fits I done ever put together, dude. Look at that, man. Look at that, man. Come on, man. I gotta figure out where the heck to take her. We got 1 hour to be great, so I'm thinking a really good apartment, because this is very clearly a good apartment outfit right here. So a cool off. I don't do a lot here very often. This dang storm is so dense, so dang heavy. It's only 2:35 p.m. yet it looks like it's about 7 or 8 p.m. That's how bad this storm is. Now, like I said, I looked out the window. You can't see the mountains anymore. The mountains are covered. This storm is about to be heavy duty. Okay, let's get a move on here. Check around real quick. Jim B, hear ye, hear ye. Fuck out of here, Jim B. I got things to do, baby. Oh, that looks great. Alright, let's do this. Man, look at Samoan V, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've always had the dreads on her head because they're just kind of swaggy. But you might need might have to switch her to a normal hairstyle. Something more common you would see on a Samoan person anyways. I don't think dreads are very common over there in the good old lands of Samoa. Probably not too common. Dreads are definitely more of a Jamaican thing. Although a lot of people be getting the wrong type of dreads these days. They be getting them little pretty dreads and then wondering why their hair falling out. It's not protective. Especially when they start getting too long. Now they're too heavy. And the roots start getting pulled away. You seeing fools with bald patches by the time they like fucking... They'll get the dreads when they're like 22, and then they'll have bald spots by the time they're like fucking 30. Dreads get too dang long, they get too heavy, they start ripping hair. Hair can't recover. Even though I got patches in my head and crap. It's like I was watching this music video, it was an old Jamaican dude. And in a few parts of the scenes, you can see the top of his head. Ain't a dread to be found. Because they're just too long, too heavy, and too thin. Why, you know what I mean? Well, I gave up on the dread life. You gotta take care of them too much, number one. And number two, when they get long, they're no longer protective. If anything, they're more destructive. The whole point of dreads was, you know, was way back in the days. Jamaicans was at war and crap. Their hair would knot up naturally. But them dreads would be thick as fuck. They'd be big. It wouldn't be these little pretty dreads everybody be trying to get these days. Little Chicago dreads. Getting these big old, you know, the wicks like you see in Florida. A lot of them Florida boys be having them thick as fuck dreads. That's how the dreads should be. Thick, heavy duty. Those will take ages to start to fall apart. If they ever even do. I'm sure they're a little harder to take care of, but I mean, you're taking care of your hair anyways, plan on growing it out. If not, shoot, keep it low. You got nothing to worry about. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm letting it grow out right now just to see if I can attempt to bring it back to the length it used to be. But if I wasn't, I keep my crap cut low. I don't do none of that extra care. You know, wash my head like I normally would, and that's it. All that extra moisturizing and combing, dude, I'm gonna do it a little bit because I want to see if I can get my hair back to as long as it once was. Just see how it look again. It'd be crazy. But once I get tired of it, that during the day, I'm cutting my hair right back down. Once I'm done, it's going right back down, baby. It's a little laggy up here. We're not gonna make it in an hour with this. Ooh, big lightning flash. I doubt the mic will pick it up. But this is some loud thunder I'm hearing. Like I said, very audible thunder. I doubt the mic gonna pick it up, but I can hear it. This spot is nice, but fuck, we lagging like crazy. We are not gonna get this done in just an hour. But at the same time, this is great looking. Pretty obvious who the star of the thumbnail is gonna be for this episode. Ooh. That thunder is loud. I got the phone recording, so y'all will be seeing that soon. It's only 2 p.m., so camera will pick that crap up easy. It is a huge storm passing over. Once the rain starts pouring, though, I doubt we're gonna be able to see much. But I'm gonna catch it anyways. Case. Just the case, boy. Took me a little minute to remember where the heck her tattoos were. I could have been on here a little faster. I, for the life of me, could not remember what the heck her tattoo was called. Anybody wondering? You go over to. It's a Y2K tattoo called Peony. I don't know how to say it. Peony or something like that. Real great tattoo. I had to use it for her. I'm like, this is straight up tribal style with a little bit of futuristic style. This would be perfect for her. Hence, here she is, still to this day, rocking this tattoo. It's a good thing her leg is right there. I mean, she got something on underneath, of course. But, okay. Oh yeah, this tattoo is fresh as fuck. I knew it'd be perfect for her. Samoan lady with the tribal tattoos, can't go wrong, boy, cannot go wrong. I wish they would have had something like that in Black Desert, because I was going to give my Black Desert character some kind of tribal style tattoo, because she's Hawaiian. But they ain't have nothing. They ain't had nothing. I just kept her untatted. That joint right there. She fly as fuck right now. Boy, god dog. This might be one of my best put together fits for a character right here, son. He's swagged up, boy. The Y2K style going crazy. She's got the big hoop earrings, but they're dangling from the smaller hoop. That was big back in the day. Okay. The Y2K heel. The whole fit is Y2K. It's various Y2K pieces that different people made. I wanted to keep it a little mix because of what the idea I was going for, as you can very clearly see. I mean, it's fly as fuck. I'd say this is definitely one of our best put together fits right here. We're gonna reduce the depth of field a little bit. The sun is looking absurd and the white is shining back real hard. Why you flying a bike right now? Better be careful, dude. The last thing you want to be doing is flying 2 wheels through, you know, wet streets. Because it doesn't rain here very often. When it does, a lot of oil comes up from the ground. Car crashes get to happen. It's like all of a sudden people forget that, you know, you should drive slow. That's the dangers of living in the desert and driving around people. They seem to forget. You know, rain does exist. It doesn't happen often, but it does exist. You be seeing people like that guy on his motorcycle flying through the streets while it's raining. And when you look at the streets in a lot of desertous areas, Arizona, Nevada, certain places in Cali, that doesn't see a lot of rain but gets very hot. That oil, you know how when you see oil in the ground, it's got that rainbow color? You can see it popping up in the streets. But people, you know, like to speed through any dang ways. Car crashes become quite plentiful. It's honestly amazing how terrible of drivers people become when it starts raining in this desert. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Are we just suddenly gonna act like, you know, rain don't exist no more? get to driving wild as fuck for no dang reason. About to rain hard too. It's the first time in a long time I've seen lightning and heard thunder. In at least a year now. Most people probably see lightning and thunder every dang day. Some people probably see it every month. This is the first time I've seen it in about a year or more. Since that last massive lightning strike. Oh, whoops. Far low, we lagging like crazy, but I gotta keep the quality. I like the background right now. It just works too well with her outfit. It just works too well with the fit, man. Actually, hold on. Got them real nice heels on. So to see the fit with the heels on. Look at her, man. Swagged up, dude. Oh wait, we gotta move her back because the heels are touching the ground, but she is not. Right about there. I'm trying to hurry up but not reduce the quality because there is indeed a storm coming and it's quite large. One line when they said a heavy thunderstorm's coming soon. This is a big boy coming. Like I said, I ain't seen a storm like this in about a year or more. It's the first in a long time right here. Closer. It's the first in a long time right here, boy. It's about to be a big boy storm. Gotta hurry this up. Out producing quality. Means do this at the normal pace. And not mess anything up. And if the storm comes, it comes. If the storm comes through, it comes through. Nothing we can do about it. Literally though. Because it might take us a little bit more than that. A little bit more time than that. I ain't trying to reduce my quality. I mean, of course, our power lines are underground, but you know, that don't mean nothing if the storm is heavy enough. Still knock you off still knock you off the powers. It's heavy enough. Still gonna knock you right off the power. This one looks like it's about to be heavy enough. It is also a desert storm, so it could also be very underwhelming. It might look crazy, but then it'll end in like 5 minutes. That is a common occurrence in the desert. See this massive storm coming, booming over the horizon. Lasts for like 2 seconds, but these clouds are puffy as fuck, so I don't know how true that's going to be. This might be one of those storms that lasts like 5 hours and crap. Probably isn't super long to some people, but this desert, that is quite long. Our storms usually last like, no joke, 20 minutes or less. Get a heavy storm and it'll be done. No time flat. Alright, let me back up close. Go a little close. You know what would be a good set of poses for this dang fit right here? Oh, see? I made it the right move, backing up. Already knowing what poses would be absolutely perfect with this her. Already knowing what poses would be perfect with this fit. This fit nice as fuck, man. So this might be one of my best. I've done a lot of outfits for all these dang characters, but this one right here, it just works. You rocking the crap out of it too. Look at her. This is why I might have to give her a more regular hairstyle. It works more her Samoan look than the dreads. Dreads are great. Don't get me wrong. That's why I downloaded them. For, you know, the main character I use them on being the old Miss Caramel. You know what I mean? The Texas V works the best for her. She's the only character I really got rocking them in this character. But I think if I give her more of a normal hairstyle, it'll definitely give her more of that Samoan look. Cause yeah, Dreads are not a common thing amongst anybody other than Jamaicans and Black Americans and Africanized, or I say Africanized, Americanized Africans. But really, only the really folks you see rocking dreads, and certain hippie white folks. Everybody else don't be rocking dreads like that. Or if I give her a normal hairstyle, which I think I have a hairstyle that resembles what she got on this hat. This hairstyle comes with the hat, but I'm pretty sure I have something similar to this that would probably work quite well for her. These is heat though, these is... This fit right here, perfect. This is that Y2K swag right here. But more on the Southsea side, you know what I mean? More on the Southsea side. But it's pretty obvious who's gonna be the in the thumbnail for this one. Where we at? 5? It's pretty obvious. It's a little laggy, but getting the job done. Fast while not losing quality, of course. What's this? Put the dress too well. Also gonna be using standing poses for this one. Oh, I like this one. Very West Coast chola looking style. Samoan chola is a thing, believe it or not. That is a thing, believe it or not. Light down a little bit. Right about there. Good, I don't think I really gotta touch anything. Be surprised how many people be rocking the cholo style, man. Native Americans. Of course, most of your Spanish folks. Seen it with some Samoan folks. Typically, mostly everybody got their own style, though. But then again, at the same time, the West Coast is... Be surprised how much love is really on the West Coast. A lot of people think it's gang banging all the dang time. It's not. It is definitely an existing thing, but it's not all the dang time. Surprised how many folks would get together and have barbecues and lowrider shows in it and not end up in a shooting. You know? Of course, that's the stuff that gets shown the most, because why not? But it's not all the dang time. Not the most. Not super common. Not super common at all, actually. Oh, look at this swag on her, man. Look at this swag on her, man. Look at this swag. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. This right here. See, I knew it was a good choice to hop on Samoan V. Alright. The full car sounded like it fell apart while he was driving. I'm trying to say, sound like a downshift, a backfire, and then the exhaust fell out at the same time. Never heard that before. Let's have her look away from the camera because she got this dang crazy looking who's the wrestler? Undertaker looking hat on. Actually no, let's have her look at the camera since just the one eye is showing. Oh, there we go. Oh. Right, and then lift that joint up so you just see the one eye. Let's take away the smile because this is definitely more of a serious look. Oh. Let's give her... Boom. Neutral. Yeah, see? And now she look more serious. And we switch it to this side. And boom. Some OMV in the building, man. Come on, man. Storm is getting real close. We still got 4 more photos to go, though. Storm is right over Ed, man. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be that bad, but maybe it's because the worst part hasn't hit yet. They did say an hour, so I know my camera catching it though. For my phone, I got my phone in the window right now recording. Won't be surprised if you see that in a couple of days. Okay, it's the 3rd as of recording this, so more than likely the storm, the video that's gonna come out on the 4th, that's not that video. That's a different storm. That was a much lighter storm. This one looks way heftier. I could be wrong, but it looks way heftier. This one looks like it's about to go crazy. A simple request. Alright, boom. That one right there. Not even looking at the camera. You can't even see the eyes, you know. Just the Undertaker, that's the hat. That's the guy. That's who I've been thinking. I'm like, who's the fucking wrestler? Undertaker. I'm pretty sure this is based off of his hat. I could be wrong. But if it is, I'm pretty sure that was the hat he used to rock in the 2000s. Which is why I chose this hat. That Y2K look. I'm pretty sure that's what this hat is. I could be wrong, because I don't watch wrestling. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody rocked a hat like this, though. I do know that. It was in black, of course. Oh. Look at the cleanliness of that. Now this next one we're gonna have to be careful because this next one is the one. I'm looking for it, but we have to be careful. I mean the dress isn't that short. Somebody definitely made shorter dresses. But just in case, you know what I'm saying? Be real nice and close. We only got 2 left to go. Yeah. Exact one right up next. Yeah, spinner this way. See her eyes. Smile. Big smile. There we go. She got silver teeth. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say. Did I forget to change her teeth too? Not her teeth, not silver. Got pearly whites. Not shiny silvers. I finally fixed a few of my characters, but a couple of other ones I keep forgetting. I don't know if I want to do full body or a bit more closer. Full body is great, but we all know the bit more closer is going to be popping. Unless I say duck and just do both for the last 2, because that storm is coming. I do want to prepare and not be recording something when a massive storm comes over and possibly, unlikely, but possibly knocks out the power. The last thing you want is for your computer to be forcefully shut off. Hard drive might die, something might die. I ain't got that. I ain't got the bread for that right now. If that happens, I'm fucking out of luck. And I got like 3 drives. I could pull up an older one. I would rather not lose any. Okay. I guess we gotta do one close-up because it's pretty obvious which one's gonna be for the thumbnail. That's a full 10 right there, my good peoples. These came out great. These full sets right here. I'm surprised how good a lot of the ones came out that I did with the beach episode, being how tired I was. They're not the best I've ever done, but they're also not that bad. They weren't that bad either. I was quite surprised. But boom. That is it. With that being said, my good peoples, hold on, man. Look at the fit, dude. She swagged up. Check the glasses. Alright. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I know some people probably gonna ask, yo, what pieces are these? Shoot. I guess the best way to be able to tell and show, because that's easier said than done. That's the name of that one. That's the name of those. So hopefully that helps, because I download too much crap to be able to remember. Oh, that's an easy one, because that's that person's name right there. Okay, that's an easy one, because that's that person's name. And then, okay, same person. So the tots, whatever the heck, I think that says tots. Okay, that one should be pretty easy too, because I'm pretty sure that's that person's name. So boom, there you go, just in case you needed to know. She ain't got no dang clothes. This tells you how much I play certain characters. So a lot of these characters are just models. Their purposes are to look great for photos, sometimes videos. With that being said, though, this has been your boy, Shiton, Legendary. I need to get the fuck out of here. There's a storm coming, and I would like to prepare for that. I might also try to render this video as soon as possible. With that being said, though, this has been your boy, Shiton, Legendary. If you enjoyed this video, that's good. If you didn't enjoy this video, that's good. Either way, you watched it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, share with your people, join Legendary Clan, support channel, become Legendary. Make sure you check out Instagram. That's where I post most of these photos. Deviant for the stuff that's just a little too much for Instagram, but never too much. Don't go over there expecting madness. With that being said, I'm out.